Hi everyone, here is your 2-minute book review of Where Men Win Glory by John Krakauer. Came out in 2010. This is the 6th book of his that I have read, and it's a good book. It's not his best work. It's about the tragic story of Pat Tillman, who gave up millions of dollars to leave the NFL and join the Army not long after 9/11. And like many men who enlisted in the armed forces back then, Tillman was patriotic and sincere. Then the US government used him and discarded him. So Tillman is an interesting figure, but not necessarily heroic. His death certainly wasn't. He and the rest of his platoon weren't saving lives or storming a terrorist stronghold to rescue captives. They were towing a broken down vehicle in Afghanistan. They got caught in a tight canyon with a few enemy combatants nearby. The platoon had been split in half, and in the confusion, they started shooting at each other. Tillman was shot several times and thus killed by one or more of his platoon mates. And by Krakauer's account, this was the first and last encounter Tillman ever had with enemy fire. When Tillman enlisted, the Bush administration tried to use him as a PR tool to garner support for the war on terror. When Tillman was killed, they tried to make him into a hero, highlighting his sacrifice and tug at the heartstrings so Americans would continue to support a war on an idea or a word. Now, initially, the story from the Army was that Tillman died heroically, shot by terrorists in the rugged mountains of Afghanistan. But when the truth came out that Tillman was killed by fratricide or friendly fire, the Bush administration quickly moved on. But the family didn't. They fought for years to find out the truth. Now, trying to hide the truth from Tillman's family and the U.S. population was awful. And I would imagine it happens far more often than we, the American public, will ever know. Remember the adage, the first casualty in war is the truth. Now, I remember when Tillman enlisted, and I remember when he was killed. I wanted his death to be something straight out of a Hollywood movie, but it wasn't. And it seems Tillman was an atheist, which makes his death even more tragic. And then add in the fact that our country pulled out of Afghanistan and we lost that war, makes Tillman's death beyond tragic. It's infuriating. Why do we keep sending our strong young men all over the world to fight senseless wars? I have an idea, but that's for another video. So again, this is a good book, Where Men Win Glory. Not Krakauer's best work, but if you like his writing, I would go ahead and read this. So there you go. There is your little bit over 2-minute book review of Where Men Win Glory. If you've liked this, give it a like and a share. I always appreciate your comments. You can also go to my YouTube channel. I have over 100 videos there. You can subscribe and watch them all on YouTube. And as always, until next time, keep reading.